running with the wrong shoes, I gotta put you down and tell you you're leaving endurance and also speed on the table, which is definitely what we don't want to do. And the first section I do want to start this video off is by explaining the science of simplicity, you guys. You don't need to make things too overcomplicated, and we need to stick to the basic. If it ain't broke, then we don't need to fix it. So I gotta say, something I do want to tell you guys is that most elite runners, at least the ones that I've done my research on, and smart beginners, they train with a simple 2-shoe rotation. Now I gotta say, one is definitely for like those speed days or your races, and the other one is for like the recovery type beat, and is more for like the high mileage runs. And a little bit of why for you guys, so you guys have more of an incentive to go ahead and watch a little further, is basically because your body responds differently to the load, cushioning, and structures of each. And overloading one type is definitely a recipe for injury. And I gotta say, constantly switching it up randomly, you'll definitely lose performance efficiency. That's why this 2-shoe method works, and it protects your legs and pushes your pace. Now, we'll start with the one that is built for your pure speed. This is gonna be a race day, very speedy shoe, the lightest of the bunch. But with that being said, you want something that's gonna be very lightweight. You want something that is responsive and explosive off the toe. Now, with that being said, we're talking next level energy return, and that energy return is basically what's gonna propel you off every single step without sacrificing on that control and stability. Now, some things it's got to be able to handle in this category of a speed weapon, it's obviously got to be able to handle those interval sessions, those tempo workouts, and yes, of course, race day. Now, you don't just want hype, you want proven performance, and that's why I make these videos for you guys, and I also do those sneaker reviews on my channel. So if you want the proven results and just like the details on what to expect from sneakers, not even just for this video, but for all the others that I created on my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe notification bell so you stay tapped in. But this is gonna be one of the best that you can get right now, and this has got to be the Nike Vaporfly 3. Now, I know there is a 4 out there. I know there is a 4, so don't crucify me in the comments too quickly. But I gotta give you guys my real authentic opinion, just because I haven't really tried the Vaporfly 4s too much. Now, if you guys have a little bit of info on the Vaporfly 4s, go ahead and put us down in the comment section and let us know which one is better between the 4 and the 3, or even just let us know what are some key tips on why you should pick the other over like the other one. But with that being said, you guys, this shoe is a beast. I gotta say, you got that carbon plate, of course, you got that Zoom X foam, and you got that insane propulsion. I gotta say, another one I do want to throw in there that I saw recently was the Nike Vaporfly 3. And I ain't gonna lie, this is purely off eyeballs and just purely off style. I do love the Vaporfly 3. It looks very much amazing. And yeah, that's like a little honorable mention for y'all in terms of speed shoes. With that being said, this one is definitely built to shave seconds, if not minutes, off your time, you guys, and I am not exaggerating. But with that being said, don't put this one every day. This is one that is going to be used only in special scenarios, and the one that's going to be used every day is where the second pair comes in. And honestly, it might be just even more important, especially on that day-to-day progression. But with that being said, this is going to be the mileage master, and this is going to be that daily trend you need to go ahead and absorb the grind. And the grind that I'm talking about is those long runs, those recovery jogs, and those warm-ups. Now, this daily trainer is obviously going to have to incorporate some durability. It's going to have that cushion, but it definitely can't be sloppy. We need it to be very structured, have a very nice design to go ahead and get us to that point of just a very good workout and a very good training session. Now, this next sneaker, it nails the balance between support, comfort, and even bounce, all while keeping your feet and legs feeling fresh. Now, this is the New Balance Fresh Foam X 1080 V14. I feel like a lot of you guys probably would have known this off rip, but if I can recall correctly, I feel like New Balance said that if they can only have one running sneaker, this one would be it. And I feel like that is a great assessment. This is one that I had the privilege to do a full in-depth review on the channel. So if you do want to check it out, I definitely recommend you check it out after this video. But with that being said, this sneaker is one of the most versatile running shoes out there. It has a wide base, so it's definitely wide foot friendly. It has a breathable upper and a plush, but not too soft feeling underfoot with that fresh foam. And with that being said, it will definitely keep you steady when your legs are tired, and it will definitely prevent burnout before that race day. But the question is, what if you don't like either of these? And I gotta say, I got you guys with some of the bonus picks coming soon. And here is like a real world pairing that I can kind of give you guys on how to pair these two without kind of overthinking it. So, and I do want to say off rip, a little disclaimer, I am not a runner per se. This is purely off of research details and just things that I've kind of picked up on. It obviously depends on what days you have for what days. But speed days, for example, let's say your speed days are like a Tuesday, Thursday combination. You can go ahead and use the Vaporfly 3s on those days. And let's say maybe like your Wednesday and Sundays, like your recovery. And then Saturday is more of that long run. You can go ahead and use the Fresh Foam 1080. And then let's say you have like optional easy days, which is like Monday and Friday, you know, the days that people do not want to go ahead and put that work in. These you can definitely go ahead and stick with your recovery sneaker. Now the gist of this right here is just to say that super shoes, or the shoes that are really fast and supposed to be really speedy, you use those on the race days and just more of like the days where you're trying to pick up the pace. But on days where you're just recovering or just trying to chill, not really trying to do too much, I definitely would bring out that 1080 V14. Now, why this basically works is you're not going to be hammering your legs every single day, which is not going to be good long term. And you're definitely going to be keeping that neuromuscular system sharp by rotating different loads and cushioning. Now, this combo can reduce injuries, increase training longevity, and make your training weeks more sustainable. Now, if you don't vibe with that Nike plus New Balance combo, there's no worries. I have a few honorable mentions that can replace either side. And the first side we're going to talk about is the speed options. Some speed options that I can give to you guys, and one of them is the Adidas Adios Pro 4. I had this one on the channel if you want to check out that review. You also do have the Saucony Endorphin Pro 4, and you also do have the Asics Meta Speed Sky Plus. As far as daily trainers go, we got the Asics Nova Blast 4, or even the 5. The 5 is the newer of the bunch. With that being said, you also do have the Hoka Clifton 9s, which have a very good base. I've heard very great things about those. And then the last daily trainer is going to be like the Nike Invincible Run 3s that I heard rumors of the 4. So if you want to stay tapped in with that, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get tapped in. But I got to say, the Nike Invincible 3 is definitely one if you want that max cushion. And I might actually rank these all in like a future tier list. So if you want that, make sure you hit a like on this video so I definitely can make that happen in the future. So there it is. 2 sneakers, 1 speed, 1 for comfort, and together they'll definitely help you run faster, last longer, and spend less time sideline. If this helped you, go ahead and drop a like, comment your go-to 2 sneaker rotation in the comment section for all my runners out there, and also subscribe for more running gear breakdowns every single day of the week. And don't forget, the wrong shoes cost more money in the long run, and they'll cost your progress. So train smart, rotate right, and I'll see you in this one, which will go ahead and break down the best daily running sneakers that you can cop besides all the mentions in this video. I'll see you in that one.